Howdy and aloha. Welcome to Manata. The earth and you are ohana. We hope you stay and talk.
Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Montauk. It is July the 13th, 2023, and Hollywood decides to, the brats of Hollywood decide they're just not getting enough. I'm all for strikes. I just don't think they put out any content that deserves a strike, for one, and for two, it's like a perfect timing for another distraction, right? And it's all a big show anyway. I mean, I don't know what party you're with or what where your position is on issues, healthcare, war, um, cocaine disappearing in the White House. It's it's a fucking show. It's a big theater scripted show. It's been like that for a long time, and it's just got to stop. It's just insane. I mean, I think most of us, or anybody that's anywhere near or close or pays attention to this channel or my pages or my Twitter or anything, will understand that it's all just a big theatrical show. It's all scripted. The Pedo-Predator Class runs everything, and then they feed their narratives, talking points, and scripts to mainstream media and Hollywood, which is having a big um, SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, and the AFTRA, whatever that is. Um, they're out there. It's just, it's just like, okay, yeah, minimum wage in West Virginia is still $8.75. The minimum wage hasn't been changed, altered, or anything since um, 2009, 2009. And then right 2009, 2010, we got Obamacare, which has just been the biggest fucking ripoff on the planet. It still is. I'm not going to go into detail about that. And then they also created Citizens United, which I keep bringing up, and for some reason it keeps leaving, independent media. Nobody really mentions it that much, and I think it's one of the major reasons why we're in the position that we're in now. It's You're allowing god awful amounts of money to be sent through PACs, through whatever means possible, to control these legislators, the judiciaries, executives, department heads, whatever, with money. And that's been the biggest problem for quite some time. And I think everybody can agree with that. I mean, everybody on both sides. Keep money out of politics. A lot of people say, well, that's just the way politics. No, it's not. That's not the way politics is. That's not the way the government's supposed to work. It's supposed to be for the people. There was a Rice study that was done in like 2014, 2015. Most of legislation that is passed, and this is back then, is only benefiting the Pedo-Predator Class, or the AKA the global elite. These fucking just crazy sick fuckers. And it is in the corporations and the major corporations. Now, little corporations, LLCs, company business, plumbing, electric, I get it. You got to differentiate between both. But these brats are striking again while the World Economic Forum and their minions and the U.S. Capitol hand our country over to corporate governance of the pedo-predator class. Now, corporate governance is clearly stated on the World Economic Forum website. You'll just go in there at some point. Just was that F Shift F1 or Control Shift F Control F? Yeah, and just type in corporate governance, and it'll pop up pretty much everywhere. I think it's right on the first page, but that's what they want. Corporate governance doesn't mean people governance. It means predator class governance. Hollywood always controls the fucking gigantic theatrical performance. Ugh. It just continues, and I am trying my hardest to get people to understand. I've been doing this since, well, the Blog Talk Radio started in 2014. I still pop in there every once in a while. Nobody really pays attention to that. Early 2017, late 2016, I think I started this. I'm on my 8th YouTube channel because of the Ministry of Truth, community guidelines, and all that crap with YouTube. They just don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear what's kind of, from my perspective, my conclusions, my due diligence, chickadee, checking myself before I wreck myself, investigations, which I like investigating things. It's kind of like a hunter-gatherer mentality. I like hunting down, the culprit. And the culprit is some sick fuckers at the top. These guys are just guys and gals. There's some sickly creatures that are pulling the strings across the globe. Right? I mean, Klaus Schwab, you heard it straight from his face. We have what did you say? We have implemented or penetrated. Just like the fucking. That's one word you don't want to hear from a fucking Doctor Evil sick fucker like that. We have penetrated countries across the globe, influencing over about 3,000 world leaders. I don't know what else you need to hear. It came right out of the fucking horse's mouth, right? We're not, and I've always said, the World Economic Forum is basically just the Amway convention, but that's where they get their marching orders from. That's where kind of everything sifts through, right? Look up the Edelman Group, which I've already done several shows on that about, and how they make sure that this information is relayed. The handlers that are out there, part of these big marketing and Edelman Group firms, people that tell where Biden were to go, how to talk, where to sit, what to read. It's all staged. It's all fucking staged. And it's just a big theatrical performance. And it's been an amazing performance. I have to say, in the past 3 years, they've put on a really good show. Because there are still people to this day, especially in the Democratic Party, that are buying this stuff. They're just gobbling it up. It's really fucking crazy. And it's nonsensical and idiotic and moronic at the same time. But as I've said in many of my YouTubes, marketing is powerful. Advertising is powerful. Branding is powerful. Impressions is part of marketing. It's all part of marketing. It's people are getting sold. People are getting fooled. I've been fooled before. I fucking voted for Obama like a lot of people did, right? and believed that Bernie was going to do something. And then I went to the fucking Green Party, which is even worse. So I've been there. I understand that at one point you're just like, oh fuck, what the fuck did I do? Right? Because once you start to realize, or once you begin to crack the door open or just peek out the window and start to see other pieces of information out there, and then take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, do a little research on it. Talk to the horse's mouth. Hey, Victor. And just talk to, you know, email somebody. Here's a good example. Back in, God, this is when I first started my YouTube. There was a guy that was misquoted. Well, we didn't know he was misquoted until I kind of talked to him. He was a NASA astronaut, which he had been there. I researched that he had been on it and up there, and he was at ISIS or ISS, the International Space Station, um, and he was talking about, and the climate change thing was coming up, and global warming and all this stuff, and I remember him. He said they took it out of context, and I go, what? And I emailed him. I actually emailed this guy and had a little conversation. He goes, no, they took it out of context. I said it wasn't as bad as they thought it was. And then he said, I believed it was um, just the rhythm of the earth evolving and growing. It's just a common process. Now, in regards to climate change, I've always said the whole global warming, global freezing, whatever they want to say to get more money, it's just a fucking money laundering scam that we all know now. But there is a pollution problem. There definitely is a pollution problem. Chemicals being spilled into our oceans, lakes, rivers, streams, places I used to swim in when I was a kid. You can't swim in there now. Good luck, right? Chemical Valley, I think it's West Virginia. Um, it's just the Kanawha River or whatever. Just you couldn't. Nobody ever swam in that river because it's just filled with crap, and people wouldn't really eat the fish that they caught either. If you did, and it's getting worse. So there's a lot of things we can do to improve that. It's not that hard. I'm not a fan of nuclear because you still can't live at Chernobyl, right? Can anybody build a house by Chernobyl? No. And Fukushima Daiichi plant is still fucked up, which is happened in 2011, and they're still dumping radiant cesium 133 out into the oceans, about 10,000 gallons a day. You know, yeah, nuclear isn't. No matter what you hear, no matter what you say, I've done a ton of research on nuclear. There's just other ways of getting. I'm okay with oil. I am okay with coal. Right? I think there's ways of producing and transporting and moving it that we could do a lot better. Of course, right? I'm okay with that stuff. I'm okay with, solar's kind of a scammy little thing. The windmills are just fucking stupid. Um, there's a lot of things that we could do. Tesla used, and I'm not just to kind of summarize, electromagnetic fields are all around us, all around us. The aurora borealis creates a protective covering so that solar radiation or flares, in a sense, that are spit out of the sun don't, fry us to death. We're in a very fortunate planet. We're a very protected planet. It's almost like somebody created the thing and said, "This is how we're going to make it. It's going to protect the life on the planet." Because that kind of protection doesn't happen on the moon, which I'm still definitely questioning the moon landing. Uh, um, there's, and Elon Musk wants to go to fucking to Mars because why? Because Mars is so habitable. But it's not. It's not. CERN, which is these hadron colliders that are out there, and there's a bunch of them. Snork's alluded to that many times. The CERN in Switzerland is not just the one. He said there's several across the planet, and that's dangerous. And it's in the hands of the World Economic Forum and their groups. All our most powerful technology, most innovative equipment is in the hands of a bunch of pedo-predator class sick fuckers. And that's got to change. And the information, too, that we're being fed, so I could be a little wrong on a lot of things. I mean, that's par for the course these days. I may not be perfectly correct on everything I talk about or discuss or believe or speculate on, but I think just asking the questions and having the debates and making sure that when you look into the box or you dive down deep into the abyss, like I say I have had, you do everything you can to expose as much as you can find. And then you can make that assumption, or you can come to that realization or make that observation, which is, part of science, to determine what your belief is or your what you think is going to help you. I mean, ultimately, that's the bottom line. But I always say, when it comes to the core of everything, it's joy or pain, sunshine or rain, and I think it's just people want more joy. There's no doubt. I want more joy. We all want more joy, but there's going to be pain out there. I mean, that's just part of life. It's the yin and yang. Um, but if we can get rid of the World Economic Forum and all their cronies and supporters, which have infiltrated and compromised governments across the, excuse me, penetrated, governments across the globe, I think we're going to be way better. And we do need to check our history books in regards to the pyramids, in regards to who was first in America. I mean, there's so much information out there that we've been fed that came from these fuckers. Approved, directed, created, planned. Um, and because the trust factor is just gone. Nobody fucking trusts Big Pharma anymore. You can't. If you have any trust at all in the pharmaceutical industry, Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson, and then you jump over to chemical like Procter and Gamble, which is kind of in the same realm. You have to question that. The FDA has been lying to you forever. Just go to their go to the FDA website, look at all the recalled products. I was telling them, just go. It's fucking endless. One at one point in time, they get approved, they get kickbacks, they get money, they get promotions. When you work for the FDA, you're at some point you're definitely going to work for some big pharmaceutical company at a high position, making fucking tons of money. That shouldn't happen. That's a revolving door that should be closed. The lobbying thing too, even for Congress, should be closed as well. We all can agree to that. Yeah, but a lot of things just need to be raked through, reinvestigated more thoroughly, and it needs to be done by unbiased, appointed by the people, the U.S. constitutional voting republic, for sure, to look into everything. everything in history. And I mean, go back as far as you fucking can and redo it all because I guarantee at least 60% of that shit, or 51%, more than half, is going to be debunked completely and factually and equivocally, or it's going to be, um, you know, just thought as a total hyperbolic lie. You know, just fucking editors, the pedo-predator class just pontificating over and over and over and over again. Yeah, so when you see in the corporate governance, it's very simple. That's what's happening. Let me see what. Let me go back on the Facebook. I'm checking to see if I've got a video. If it's actually playing. What do we got here? Okay, there's the video. Hey. Oh, look, I'm playing myself again. Oh, this is not good. How do we... Stop, sound. Now it's doing like 1,000 things in one. Whoa, okay, whoa, what's going on here? What the fuck just happened? Oh, because I have Facebook up twice. That's weird. Uh, I'm going to jump over to YouTube. I want to show a few things. The silence is so I know where to edit and cut out certain portions of the show if I'm jumping to another topic. Alright. Because it shows up when you're editing. Anyway. Alright, let's go here. See what we got. What's the history here? Try to fit that in there a little better. This is my 6th YouTube channel, the one I'm looking at. My 7th or 8th is the one that's working. I just got another strike. Of course, just talking about the bioweapon. Which they're now able to say. I don't understand. It's like there's a group of people out there. There he is again. Get him. He's an influence operator, is what the FBI had classified people that were dissenting or asking questions or questioning authority. They became influence operators. Yeah, I really like fucking Joe Rogan. Is just a badass. Okay, watching the surfing for sure. What was it? There's the SAG. I probably should have played that. Secret. Oh yeah, this is where I wanted to go. The Secret Service. Who does the Secret Service work for? Who's the FBI work for right now? Who's the Department of Justice work for right now? Telling us you don't know whose it is telling us who it is. Whose it really is. Right? It's fucking obvious. This is so crazy. And everybody's, oh, there's some Democrats out there going, oh, they don't know who it is. Just fell out of the fucking sky. because there are no cameras at the White House. There's no cameras. Okay? All of a sudden they turned them off. Like they weren't working when Epstein got murdered, by the way, as well. When they got that guy out, I think that I don't think it was Epstein they killed. Anyway, I think maybe they did kill him. Whatever the case may be, it's. I mean, look at all this information. I just want to. I mean, it's so fucking obvious, right? It's so fucking obvious just how corrupt everything is. It is just fucking amazingly obvious. What is this picture? Why would you want this? What does this picture have to do with anything? Is this like, did they pan or something? Oh yeah, okay. Well, what what is that? They're not identifying the person that's responsible. I'm just fucking dumbfounded. How there's cameras everywhere. We just saw footage on Tucker Carlson, and most of us knew all this. I fucking did. J6 was a setup, definitely by the Democrats and Hollywood, and their Hollywood. There's a department of Hollywood in the United States that is at the Capitol. I'm just telling you. So I can't believe these people are protesting. Um, anyway, milk thistle and oh, I love this stuff. Tea bags good for you. Just letting you know. Going organic. I've been organic and trying to be organic as much as possible and holistic and all that stuff. I don't get carried away. When shit goes down, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Anyway, yeah, this I fucking just the person can't find the person responsible. So in the most, this is supposed to be the most secure, most heavily protected, most just the greatest. It's this is where our leader is supposed to feel safe, right? And somebody was able to smuggle in a bag of coke. Oh, for fuck's sakes! And there are people just say, "Okay, that's it. It's all done." They don't know who it is. So you'd ask somebody that's like a staunch Republican, not Democrat, excuse me, and you go, "What do you think about the coke in the White House?" Oh, they didn't find the person. Right there, you're just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? You do not have a freaking clue at all of who the fuck are you kidding? That's fucking nuts. That's just freaking nuts. You don't have a fucking clue on who the fuck brought the Schedule 1, right? Felony offense, bag of fucking narcotic into the fucking White House. Even though there are. The only way you can get around that, right? Okay, I'm not even going to explain. I don't even need to get into that. But how much bullshit. I would just go. I would just. There's no. That person, if I talk to her, hey, did you hear about they didn't find the person in the fucking White House? And the guy would go, the Democratic person, or Dumbocrat. or whatever, Covidian, Covidiot, would go, oh yeah, they didn't, man. I get you. You know, it's weird that that just showed up. It's just right there. That completely depicts and exposes the the amount of stupidity that and sheer ignorance across the fucking country. It's nuts. It's fucking. And at the same point, I go, so what booster are you on? Your fourth or your fifth? I'm on my fifth. And how many times have you been to the hospital? I live there now. You know, it's probably that. It's fucking nuts. This is just fucking nuts. And just everybody's just, okay, it's cool. Oh, they didn't find anything. It's just, just throwing it, yeah. It's fucking, oh, I can't, it's just laughing is, just seems kind of stupid. Because it's not funny. It's just not fucking funny anymore. It's just terrible. And here's your other big distraction right here. Fran Dresser's, you know, there she is, Fran Dresser. She's leading the charge because we're. Now I get some of this. I like Fran Dresser, but I get some of this. What's that look at? What's that look? Look, he's just reading the script. There's a teleprompter. Of course, I mean he's got to script it, but they've got the technology. They've got all. They've got everything. You know. They don't deserve shit right now, in my opinion. I just I don't give a fuck what they want. I mean, I'm just their content and their woke content has been shit for a while. What just happened here? Oh, that's that. Wait. Let's go back here. There we go. Yeah, it's just I don't give a fuck about them. I'm sorry. That's not where we should. The point of this video, the point of this blog, podcast, channel content, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is because we need to be protesting against the World Economic Forum. It's a metaphor. It symbolizes that we do not want unelected officials like Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Soros, whoever, name it, creating and dictating policy in our country. Fuck the pedo-predator class. Stop the pedo-predator class. That's going to go on my banner. That's going to go on my banner next time I go out there. Stop the pedo-predator class. And then I'll put it on the button. Stop the World Economic Forum. That's what we should be protesting. That's what we should be fucking protesting. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is fucking amazing to me. And why am I keep going over here? Anyway. because I keep jumping back to here. Oh, we got to go back. Oh, la 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 la. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Yeah, I just don't give a fuck about them right now. I really don't. All right. All right, let's. I'm going to jump to here. I wonder if this is still on. Where is it? What is the real story of January? That's been playing on fucking YouTube forever. What's going on with Sabby Sam? She's got some good stuff. But I gotta show you something. Here's. I'm gonna go in the beginning here. Jasmine D. Sherman is running for president. I don't know what she's running right now. I think is an independent. Now, anybody can run for president. Anybody. I could run for president. Victor Vega could run for president. Uh, Anthony Fauci could run for president. He would probably have a better time than, I'm sorry, Jasmine D. Sherman right now. Because most of the country still believes she's a fucking savior. According to CNN, MSNBC, you know, woke mainstream media. But she doesn't have a chance in hell. I think it's just, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I want to hear what she says. I would Sabby Sabs for president for sure. Listen, listen. I have a different take on houselessness or homelessness, and it goes and it has a lot to do with big pharma, big chemical, et cetera, et cetera. And here's my take, and you can agree with me or not, or whatever you want to do. If we had the purest water, the purest food, no chemicals, no Monsanto, all completely natural, organic, um, with no pesticides, et cetera, on them, and we had a wage like we used to before 2009 to be able to live a decent life. It wasn't a great minimum wage, but it was a lot better than what it is for some states now, which some don't have it. Um, and we had training through school. Like they took away shop, they took away carpentry in school, electrical. There was my sister has a what the fuck is the name of her school? I don't know. I'm not going to say it, but they had a solar program in there, but they didn't really do the electrical part that much, which I think is the more important part. And those trades need to be taught in schools. If we need anything all the time is how to maintain the power grid, how to maintain our own power grid, how to, I mean, electrical, carpentry, painting and all that stuff comes into play. Plumbing for sure needs to be in there. There used to be, you know, what was that called? God, it was California. It's coming to me. It'll come to me. Job opportunity. It's like you would get paid. You would get credit for working in a field of trade that you liked, and it could be anything. I mean, it could be anything. If you want to be in commerce and work at the fucking liquor store, that's commerce. If you want to work for the hospitality industry and be a waiter or a waitress or a bartender, that's fine. We need those people. If you we need the guy at the liquor store, that's for sure, or the girl at the liquor store. If whatever industry you put, whether it's plumbing or HVAC or both, basically, electrical, carpentry, drywall, painting. However, I'm still trying to remember the name of that. I actually kind of did it. They took that away, right? Because they want to teach you shit that you're never going to use. So as you're going, when you're learning the basic skills of math, English, and they need to fucking bring back cursive writing. Cursive writing was determined, in a sense, your personality, who you were. It's just so sad. But there's a reason for that. They don't want people cursively writing because um, it's harder for AI to pick up or the algorithms to pick up. Just to let you know, it's harder for the Ministry of Truth or Big Brother to recognize cursive writing. Does that make sense? Okay, there you go. There's a lot of things that we need that schools just don't teach. Public schools are terrible. Public schools are terrible, right? We need theater. There's not, we need music, sports, definitely music for sure, right? And it's good to go watch a play every once in a while. I mean, I've seen some wonderful plays at the college level. I've seen a few, in high school. I was never in one. The, the point I'm making is she's trying to stop homelessness. I'm trying to keep it from happening in the first place. She's trying to house the homeless. I'm trying to. We should do that. I think with her idea isn't bad. It wouldn't take much instead of sending $886 billion to the military industrial complex that we just did, and we still have our soldiers still living on WIC and food stamps because all that money doesn't go to them. You know, um, since 9/11, our military has received $680 billion per year, on average. 680 billion, right? $1 billion could take care of pretty much all the homeless crap across the country. A billion. It could probably do a lot of good. Just 10 billion one time. For let's say 50 billion for 5 years to get rid of the homeless, not get rid of them, to replace them, help them with their addictions or whatever. Don't give them fucking big pharma shit. There's other ways. People need purpose, right? I feel good about going to work. I don't miss a fucking day. I'm never late, pretty much. And that's the way I was when pretty much every job I've had. You show up, you do the work. You know, you just got to show up. That's Once you show up, it's a done deal. Um, in this particular situation, there's no way this fucking lady's gonna. There's just you know, if I ran for president, it's gonna get me a few more. It might get me. Probably everybody would run. Like, are you kidding, Jim? No, it's just stupid. It's not stupid, but it's just there's a system already in place to make sure this woman, Jasmine Sherman, which I believe she's got a good heart, she means well, she wants to do what's right, is not gonna fucking have a chance in hell. Cornell West is not gonna have a fucking chance in hell. The only two people that they're looking at right now, besides Biden, according to the mainstream media, because these are the people that are getting the most publicity, other than Pedo Joe, is RFK and Donald Trump, which is a little concerning to me, right? And if push came to shove, like I've said, I believe Donald Trump was a victim of complete and total voting systems theft. That entire election was completely rigged and completely compromised. It was it was criminal what they did, right? And either he got forced out, didn't want to stand his ground, which you kind of in this day and age things are pretty weird, but he deserves a shot, right? It's like a prize fighter in the ring, right? In the ring, and the guy knocks out his opponent 3 times in 3 rounds in MMA, right? And the opponent is just getting pummeled every fucking round, and the judges come in and they give the round to the guy that fucking clearly lost. Well, first of all, those judges would no longer be working anymore, but then they would probably redo the fight, or they would just give the title to that person, knowing that maybe there was some money pushed under the table or shuffled under the table. That's my point. The guy deserves his shot. He didn't lose that. There's no way in hell that a man that had maybe 30 people at his rallies against a guy that had fucking 20 to 30,000 people at his rallies won. There's just no fucking way. And then there's so much evidence. I'm not going to go into that. That would take like 3 hours for me to cover. Right? Just the fucking COVID was just perfect. It did what it was supposed to do. To implant the most corrupt and malleable, meek puppet on the planet, to systematically, and we're seeing it in real time, destroy the United States from the inside, which he's doing a good job doing. He's doing a great job doing that. I've never seen such chaos. No, I've never seen such destruction of our financial system, of our freaking. I mean, every branch of government, every 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 limb that goes out from that is being totally compromised. There isn't a Department of Justice. There is no FBI for the people, for the constitutional republic. There is none. Right? We use a democratic process for voting, but we're a constitutional republic. I freaking hate when people get that wrong. And there's a big difference. One, the majority wins and the other side gets nothing. They have to, they get nothing and like it. Kind of like you'll be happy and you'll have nothing and be happy. Sound familiar? A constitutional republic means everybody's got to get a little piece. Even though one group got the majority of the deal, the others that are not left behind. There's a difference. That's what our country is supposed to be about. But this, I'm sorry, this girl doesn't have a chance in hell. I think she's just trying to get. This is marketing for her. You can't see this in any way. I think some of her things are important. I agree, but my point is clean water, clean food, the purest food. We deserve. We're the fucking greatest country. Well, we were the greatest country, right? But how come we don't have the purest, most natural, most nutrient food and water? You know the answer. Because sick people make money with uh, our profit products. Sick people are profit products to big pharma, big hospital, big elderly care. And now, big hospital with fucking the woke mutilization of children. And they're going to need tons of drugs. So that's what that's a fucking about, too. I'm sorry, girl. Good stuff, though. It's very nice to have you brought her on. Here's your time, right? But don't waste it. You guys are wasting your time. You guys are wasting your fucking time. That's all I have to say. Totally wasting our time. Savvy's talking about that now. Where are we at? Here, let me get. History. There was another piece I wanted to talk about here. I gotta tell you, man, Joe's spinning back kick is fucking badass. I've gotten close to that, but that guy is just. There's something in the. Well, there's a spinning roundhouse back kick, and then there's a back kick in a sense. There's like you can make it arc or you can make it shoot out, and both of his are badass. My shootout one is better than my arc right now. My arc used to be better. Anyway, let me see where we're. Strike is stupid, like I was saying. I'm gonna check this out. Skate. I like watching skating. Cocky fighter becomes humble. Gordon Ryan, fucking badass motherfucker. Make sure we can see this. Yeah. No suspect identified. He got no, nobody. Oh, wait. I want to show this much. Let's get a commercial. Oh, Tony Robbins. Fucking Jesus. I don't know. I think it's kind of a good sign that Tony Robbins is making a comeback. That's all I got to say. I don't know. It just seems like if we skip that. Let's watch the beginning. I guess we'll never know, right? Fucking hilarious. That was a great little. However they make those. All right, back to the list. Okay. I should have had all those staged. I should have started off with that one. Uh, which one was it? Wait. Oh, this son of a bitch. Right, I want to see the so you can get the date on that. Okay, sorry. That logo thing is kind of big, but I can fit it all in there. Now it's really, you guys know why um, there's Alex Jones is made a reappearance on YouTube, right? You guys know that. Well, that's the ruling that my senator out in Missouri, Eric Schmidt, the ruling was it was an injunction against the Biden administration not to fucking touch social media again. They're not allowed to. Now, what's already in place as far as their guidelines is still in place. That's why I got a strike the other day. It's fucking, it didn't, the damage had already been done. People were already censored. It was a day late and a dollar short. I mean, I completely am thankful that they did that to stop that. But it was a fucking day late and a dollar short. We could have used that kind of shit a while ago. We could have actually used that kind of action, that kind of pushback on the Ministry of Truth, Orwellian or Ministry of Truth, in early 2020 when people started asking questions like myself and many others, right? But didn't happen. Once Alex Jones went down in 2019, I knew that the shit was going to hit the fan. I was just like, something's coming, something's bad on the horizon. Something bad on the horizon. All right. But there you go. Wouldn't it be perfect timing if just before they started counting the ballots, there was this big pandemic that comes out? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be so opportune? Would that be the most opportune moment and time for a particular presidential administration to do a little colluding, do a little rigging, push back some dates on counting the ballots, like what happened in 2020? Instead of a few days, they get a billion fucking days, so they can move. So you can move. So you can move some ballots around in boxes and bands and stuff them here and stuff them there. It's just what the, just that he's on there. You got to remember why he's there. They're following the plan. He's at this town hall featuring Jim Acosta and Anthony Fauci, James Madison University. He's at James Madison University. This this killer, this murdering psychopath, him and Bill Gates, murdering psychopaths. He's there to put this out, right? And this is being seen everywhere. And then he's gonna keep saying that. Oh, there definitely could be another one and another. Well, it's an opportune moment for them. Well, it was in 2020, right? How that worked out. We all know how that worked out. But they're also laying the foundation for the next one, as they did prior to 2020. Event 201, Clad X. What was that called? Gosh darn it, the something papers. I just had it in my head. I hate when that happens. It'll come to me. The pandemic papers. I fucking don't have it in front of me. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, this is set up. This is all staged. This is all definitely staged. Let's go back here. See what else we got. There's nobody in the wall. We don't know. Just showed up. Can't fucking. We're the United States of America, and we can find Bin Laden, but we can't find a fucking perpetrator for a bag of cocaine. So let's just say if that was a bomb. So what does that say? Let's just what if that cocaine was a bomb, or it released some toxic chemical that killed everybody, or it was the new virus or something. Who fucking knows? And people started, getting unalived. It's weird I gotta fucking talk like that. Ugh, it's so stupid. So fucking stupid. Our country is turning into the most totalitarian piece of shit fucking nation I've ever. It's just fucked up. Get these fucking assholes out of here. Somebody slap Trump and say, hey, look, you fuck. Your warp speed vaccine was bullshit. You need to cop up to that. Were you fucking fooled? Or did you go along with the fucking plan? Because I'm hoping you were just played and sold by that fucker Fauci. But he needs to come clean on that. Because if he's still proud of his old vaccine, he'll be proud of his new one again. Remember I said that. If Donald Trump is proud of the way he handled COVID-19 back in 2020 and doing his warp speed process to get out the fucking rust vaccine that really helped, right? He'll do it again. He'll lock it all down again. He locked it down. Right? Did Fauci lock it down? Right? I mean, he could have said, no, we're not locking it. He actually did. He actually didn't want to lock it down in the beginning. But I think he just got fucking coerced. I think he got compromised. I think I'm beginning to feel like he was just put in a position where he had no choice. If that's the case, he needs to talk about it. He needs to fucking talk about it. All right. Where are we at? Saga Wars. There was something else here. Then I'm going to take a break. And I'll probably be back later. Late tonight. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, man. Oh, this is the parental rights. Set. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. Cowboy Cerrone. Fucking workhorse, man. That guy fucking made it to the Hall of Fame. Don Fry was there too. He's always been it. Don Fry, George St. Pierre. What the fuck is this? We gotta watch this. Watch this one. Right here, watch. He stops. He's like, what is that for? He just doesn't know what. Just has no idea. Like, why am I here? Right. This happens constantly. Constantly. This isn't just. I mean, it happens here. Could you imagine how many times this happens without the cameras? I mean, I would love to see the footage to know, for one, whose coke that is, which we already know it's fucking Hunter's. And Jill was fucking doing it. She was fucking streaming. They're a bunch of fucking. Should have, as I've said a bazillion times since 2014, they should have random drug tests. All of them. They work for us. When I was in the military, I had fucking random drug tests. Oh, time to go piss in the. I mean, out of nowhere. I'd be working. It depends on what I was doing, though. If I was on the hangar bay or helping out the flight deck or whatever I was fucking doing, damage control. Hey, you got to go down and do your drug test. Do it today. You got till 1800 to get it done. Right? So I have to go do a piss test. and they'd have to check me, even though we're out of the ocean. We've been out there for 2 months or whatever, right? I'd still have to fucking do the piss test. Everybody in Congress should fucking do the piss test. Every one of these motherfuckers should definitely, and I mean, who would not agree to that? If you did not agree to this, right, to doing random drug testing, and there is no approved drug, by the way, Nancy Pelosi or Adam Schiff or who else, right? I'm sure there's some Republicans that are fucking feeding or whatever. Yeah, watch this guy. I mean, this isn't drugs. This guy's just fucking lost. All right, watch. I'll show you this guy. So right here, he's guiding him over, and right there he just loses track of what he's doing. Just completely loses. Why am I right? Like right there, he completely lost cognitive reality of what was happening. What am I doing here right now? What's going on? Right? Squeak. Uh, yeah, what is he, 78, 70? How old is the fucking, I don't know. I think you should do a fitness and cognitive test. You should do a piss test and all this other crap. And you know, they're not. But that's fucking ridiculous. That's just shameful. That's just fucking shameful, man. Pathetically and terribly shameful. Everybody must know this before it is deleted. Oh, I hear that all the time from this fucking channel. I swear to God. Yeah, we already know. Here's good. What? Yeah, Betty's got some good stuff. So here's what's really interesting. Let me see if I can get to this. I want to get to this right here. Fuck you. You don't get to finish. Answer the fucking question. No. It's a yes or no. I mean, the way they set up these questions, I just swear to gosh. No, I've never heard a single freaking answer. Maybe very rarely have you heard a dog and pony show, Senate hearing, hearing where nobody's ever been handcuffed out of one of these fucking hearings or anywhere near it. Um, a yes or no answer. Even though they try, this is a it's the way you lay out the question. Was there any was there anyone employed working for or or was or is an asset of the FBI that was out from the hours of and from the any hours of or during that blah 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 situation. Now now don't answer because I just need a yes or a no. If it's not a yes or a no, then you can plead the fifth. But I do not want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear any excuse or why or this or some pontificating hyperbolic bunch of fucking nonsensical word salad that you're gonna that's gonna come out of your fucking vomiting mouth like Kamala Harris does. Yes or no? Or the fifth? Go ahead. Let's see what his answer is. Yeah, the gentleman's time. Okay, so here's the other problem I have with the gentleman's time. Fuck! Just a little quicker, speak a little faster. You know you just have an amount of time, and this guy's gonna fucking bullshit you. They already know, right? This who the fuck is this? I forgot who this guy's name is. Right? That guy right there. Get to the fucking point, right? The questioning. Some of these guys are attorneys, and I just am dumbfounded by how they approach a lot of these the people they're accusing of whatever. It's just terrible, right? Let's see what else we got. Yeah. Look at that fucking bitch. I think this chick right here is ready for President Terry McCullough. I'm almost certain. I've seen her on TikTok. I'm just saying. It looks like the same chick. Can't really tell because it's got a fucking mask over her head, right? But yes, servants, you need to wear a mask, and I don't need to, right? Yeah, it's bullshit. I don't see anything happening. Do you guys see anything happening? Anybody in handcuffs yet? Nobody in handcuffs over cocaine. Nothing. Christopher Ray still running free. Majorca still running free. Fucking the other guy. For some reason, the third things I'm not getting. And that's Christopher Ray. Mayorkas. And who's the Department of Justice? It'll come to me, but it's not important. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just it's nothing's happening. I keep saying, and I'm gonna fucking go to there now. I keep going there, and I keep saying, what the fuck is happening? People are like, what the fuck? What do we got here? Notifications. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got to show you this one. I'll leave you with that one. But first, let's go to. Yeah, I'm sharing all my crap, and I'm on there. Let me see. Healthy food is illegal in the USA. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Oh, by the way, Novak Djokovic, Epsi's winner, the unvaccinated champion, winner. Check out. I should also see all this from there too. Very good. Church always. This is a good one. Uh, I knew this was coming. Lucky Burrito put this up. I called this a while back. Dog owners, stop saying good boy or good girl to your pets. This kind of gender language is normalizing the myth of canine sexual dimorphism and delegitimizes the lived experience of trans dogs. This is fucking real. You fucking reading this? You know, the reason I make these is hopefully for people to somebody to say, hey, that makes fucking sense, or that's whatever. But they're more like documentaries. The reason why I make these fucking videos, I'm just documenting basically how crazy the world has become. Right? This is nuts. Oh my fucking god, you nailed it. Wokeness equals asylumness, and I've been saying that for a fucking long time. I think it's on here then. Oh, there she is, Jane Fonda. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just telling you guys, ibuprofen is a killer. It's a slow, methodical killer. You can take it in little portions, but your stomach hates it. It puts holes in your fucking stomach. Meet the companies who supported Planned Parenthood. Yeah. Yeah, CVS went woke. Well, of course, pharmaceutical company. It's not no surprise. No shit, man. The guy with the Rolling Stone magazine is a piece of shit because he's also a pedophile, proven to be one. Yeah, what's this one? And this is gone now. Fuck. Is it gone? Oh my god. This fucking A. And this is like factual. 1960s, oil gone in 10 years. They were saying that oil will be gone in 10 years. And then 70s. And this, they said that there'll be an ice age in 10 years. Acid rain destroying oil crops in the 1980s. The ozone layer will be gone in 10 years. The ozone layer would be gone in the 90s, in 10 years. How long has it been? Like 30. Um, 2000, ice caps will be gone in 10 years. Nope, none of it happened. None of it fucking happened. Uh, yeah, there's tons of Sound of Freedom sabotage right now. Tons of it. Tons and tons of Sound of Freedom sabotage. It's pretty bad. All right, so where was I going with that? Yeah, so I put out. Where is it? Tons. I put out a few picks in regards to um, the information that we're getting. Yeah, we're just being. Anyway, kind of lost track of thought. Here's nothing scripted here. Just telling you, nothing scripted. It's just me doing my thing. Fucking just trying to warn everybody what's going on and how it's working. Pay attention to Dr. Shiva. And the reason why I say that is because he has a lot of information on some that's provable. It's unequivocal and it's alarming. Most of you won't like it. Um, Definitely pay attention to that guy. He's I they're not gonna allow him to run. I mean, the biggest question I have, and I've been bringing up for fucking like a year or so now, is the voting system, the rigged, unfair, completely untransparent, and easily hackable and rigged voting technology and systems that we have is still there. And I've been bringing this up for a while. I know you guys want to vote. I know Trump, and I think he deserves it just because they stole it from him, right? Which I'm kind of hesitant. Um, he needs to admit it that they stole it from. Well, I'm not going to go into it, but the guy deserves it because he should have had it in the first place. That's where I'm at. I mean, I don't care where you're. I mean, I care where you're at, but if you care what I'm at, where I'm at, I'm just saying that was rigged. That was stolen from. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's plenty of fucking information to indicate it. So give him a shot. See what the fucker can do. Hopefully he'll put you know use Robert F. Kennedy in some way, shape, or form. Maybe he'll use Dr. Shiva in some way, shape, or form. I know that Dr. Shiva right now, the problem with him is he's burning bridges. He's pissed, and I get it. He's frustrated. You know, he's creating negative attention. He's just said, "Fuck it, I'm just going to go create some negative attention, and maybe it'll get me somewhere." That's what Donald Trump did. He's using the Trump tactic. I get it. But the voting systems are bad. So if you think that Trump's got it locked in, he doesn't, because they're going to fucking try to rig it. They're going to create some emergency, right? They're going to probably nuke something. That's where these fuckers are. They're sick. We just sent carpet bombs, cluster bomb, carpet bomb. This is something that goes down. I wonder if I can show a Call of Duty cluster bomb. Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect. Hold on. Call of Duty cluster bomb. That's a warthog, right? That's a warthog. One of the fucking meanest. If a warthog is anywhere near you, because they're very, they can they're one of the they can carry the most payload out there. The most. They're just crazy strong fucking. You know what? I think I'm gonna go get some food real quick. All right. Yeah, these things are nasty, and they don't. They're not accurate. They're not supposed to be accurate. You see the clusters? Now this is 100 yards, right? So anything within 2 to 300 yards is going to be leveled, right? Anything within 2 to 300 yards is going to die. There is no precision here at all. That's what we're giving, and we said we weren't. Right? We've given hundreds of billions of dollars, fucking knows, to this money laundering scam, this NATO money laundering scam, and now we're going to just give them the fucking. They don't care about these people. Osama bin Laden, Osama bin Laden was used and abused by us. Go watch Charlie Wilson's War with Tom Hanks. The fucking war juggernaut of the fucking the theatrical war juggernaut uh, of fucking Hollywood. If you're gonna promote war, this is Tom Hanks is your guy, right? Just watch the movie, and then this is why they got pissed. This is why they got mad. It's not why 9/11 happened. This is why other things happen. Okay, 9/11 was a totally inside job. We did that. We did it. So look up Building 7. I don't even fucking tell you. So after they destroy this country, right, and that's it. There's, like Madeleine Albright said, we, 500,000, not 5,000, not 50,000, 500,000 men and women and children killed, right? Collateral damage, that's what she said. She said it's worth it. That's what all these people say. Ukraine is an expendable country to them to get what they want. This is how it works. They know they're never going to beat Russia. That's crazy. But it's a good way to feed the monster. Keep money in their coffers, Cayman Islands, Southwest, Swedish bank accounts. Keep that money coming because it all gets laundered out. A lot of this money is just unaccounted for. It happens every fucking time. It happened right before 9/11. $2.3 billion. Or trillion, I think it was. Some fucking god awful amount. Donald Rumsfeld came out and said, just the day before 9/11 happened, we don't know where it is. Oh, you know what? Where it's at is, or could have been proven or paper trailed where it's at, we're in these certain buildings. Isn't that convenient? So look at it. I fucking can send you the information. Yeah, this is just really stupid. I think the entire globe needs to be gutted. If you have any connection to the World Economic Forum, you do not deserve to be. You we know you're. We already know you're nefarious. If you have any connection or support or in any way believe that the World Economic Forum is a needed entity, then you need to go to jail. You need to be removed from office. It's that simple. If anybody out there believes that the World Economic Forum is the place to be, or is fine, or is okay, has done what, then they just need that. Then that's your indicator. Then you just say, hey, that guy, get him out. You go straight to fucking jail. That's it. Take him, because you. I guarantee that person. I 100% guarantee that person that worked with, supported, was instructed by the World Economic Forum has a has probably had not probably has dirt on them, blood on them, whether it's killing somebody or pedoph- child molestation, pedophilia, or whatever the case may be. These people are a bunch of fucking sickos. This is the cult of sickness right here, the World Economic Forum. And it all goes through there. So if you're involved with these fucking people, Klaus Schwab, Yuval Harari, the list goes on, Bill Gates, World Health Organization, these are some sick fucking people. They really need to be eradicated. They need to be incarcerated. They need to be removed. And anybody associated with them, whatever corporation or whatever you're with, it's bad. It's that bad. I think I had some other issues up in here. Yeah, yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, I explained the way the media works. It's all right here. I just mapped it out for you. These are all the media outlets. Now biased at it. This is how they work. No, no, no. Right. The ones at the top that they claim that they're the most unbiased are the ones that are the actual contributors to child trafficking, to wars, to chemical, big pharma, deaths, you fucking name it. The ones at the top are the biggest contributors to mass social control, mass depopulation, and central banking. That's it. That's this is the ones at the top are the ones that then there's the trickle down on both sides, and it can lean in certain directions. And I don't know if many are getting this, but it's really simple. And I didn't have it up here. It's pretty simple. That's the way it works. It's kind of big. Yeah. Why is it so? Would that fix that? Made it worse. Anyway, you can kind of see why isn't this whole page should be in here? Why is this? Is that why? I'm fucking talking to myself. It seems like. But somebody's gonna watch this at some point, and they're gonna go, "Wow, that guy pretty much knew what was going on the whole fucking time." There's no wonder why they kept censoring him. There's no wonder why they kept taking his channels down. There's no wonder why um, they didn't want his content to be revealed to people. Because most of us can see it. Yeah, I'm not going to get blinded by, fame and fortune. It's not ever going to happen. I've been there. I've been. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to say my goal right now is to make sure that my kids and their kids have a better and far greater opportunity to thrive and to be better people than I was. I want them to have that opportunity. and that's why I do this. If you think it's for any other reason, plus I got it gives me something to do, I guess. Which I have a lot of things I can do, but it's definitely to help them. I want to see them in a world that's free. I want to see them in a world that's, it's not nothing's for free. I already told them, look, you got to put some kind of energy or effort just to grab something, right? Just to reach out, you got to put energy into that. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Not everything falls in your lap. Sometimes things do. Be thankful for that. Praise God for that. Praise your maker or whatever. Give thanks. Be humble. Stuff like that. I'm just making sure that people kind of get this. Republic's food. I'm gonna create this. This is gonna be big. Um, I gotta get this moving. I'm gonna deal directly with the distribution centers of. Here's. Let me explain how this is gonna work. I'm not gonna tell you everything right now, but I'm gonna kind of tell you how this idea went. Where did I get this? It's coming. Alert scene. Teared me up. Check camel clear. Oh man, did I pass it? God damn it. Operations. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that idiot. Here we go. I just passed it. That's all. Why doesn't an individual who has been. They don't want you to watch The Sound of Freedom. Yeah, they don't want. Yeah, they're sabotaging The Sound of Freedom everywhere right now. Fucking bullshit. Mm. Here's one reason why I'm.
For any adult that's running a household, you need to know this. Fruits and vegetables come sprayed with pesticide. This is how to get rid of it the proper way. Put a couple of teaspoons baking soda with your produce, then put some cold water on it. You have to let it soak in there for a minimum 15 minutes. And look at this, guys. It dramatically cleans all of the pesticides, all of the dirt. You drain them, then you wash them again. You put them in an airtight container. There you go.
Now, think about what that person said, right? What did that fucking person just say? Yeah, it comes with pesticides. It comes with pesticides. I gotta show you this one now. Hang on. Where is it? God dang it. Uh, where is it? Certain method, but anyway. I think I'm getting close. Yeah. I said it was up here earlier. What the fuck? Oh my god. I had it, I just saw it, and I'm passing either right through it. Let me just refresh. Maybe that's the fucking problem. Holy shit. Or did I put it here? Hang on. I put it on both. I know I put it on both. Yeah, I think it's in here. Uh, yeah, watch.
Amish farm has been fined $250,000 for humanely raising and selling sheep. Amos Miller and his family have been running Miller's organic farm for over a century, using humane techniques with no cruel USDA factory farm methods. The farm raises its animals and other pure foods without chemical, cruelty, and GMO. The animals are born and raised without antibiotics or hormones and spend their entire lives naturally and stress-free. So the government imposed sanctions on the Miller's farm, ordering the family to pay over $250,000 in fines or go to jail. Yet another example of those intentions.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking crazy? I gotta stop. Go back to. I'm gonna show the farm. Yeah.
Antibiotics or hormones and spend their entire lives naturally and stress-free. So the government imposed sanctions on the Miller's farm, ordering the family to pay over $250,000 in fines or go to jail.
That's nuts. Yeah, as I've said gazillions of times, let me just go over this. And the way I stated it in my Twitter is pretty much it. That's basically what's happening is healthy food is illegal in the USA. Healthy food is illegal in the USA. So there's the FDA, the CDC, the USDA, all of them, they're fucking compromised. They're all a bunch of fucking corrupt, especially under the Biden administration. This whoever becomes president needs to run through every fucking single department, service, branch, limb of the government federally, right? Because that's the reach they can have, and dissect everything. Start over. This is fucking nuts. Right? We just shot. You got to clean your. You got to clean your strawberries off because there's pesticides. Strawberries is like the most. It's the heavily pesticided. I guess that would be the word. Chemically induced, or chemically sprayed fruit out there, consumable out there. Like everything that's out that you can buy readily available in Walmart and on your grocery stores are in the top 10. Just letting you know. Isn't that odd? Because there's so many different fruits out there. Brazil has like 20 different fruits in their grocery stores. South Africa has many different fruits that are far better for you. I mean, only in this country. This guy was, I mean, this one right here was good too. I think this guy was talking about fructose corn syrup. Hold on. CVS went woke. Of course they did. They're fucking pharmaceutical. Damn right they did. Shit. Come on. Here's this guy right here.
We're eating foods banned in other countries, Alicia. I find it a little strange that this bottle of Coca-Cola is sweetened with GMO high fructose corn syrup here in the same bottle. In the UK, it's sweetened with Korean ketchup. Our beloved ketchup at home is sweetened with 2 doses of corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and regular GMO corn syrup. But the same bottle of ketchup, are you literally is sweetened with favorite sports drink isn't red 40. That's the alternative. It's red 40 and orange, thanks to yellow number 5. Artificial colors derived from what? Petroleum or crude oil. The same bottle in Europe, for example, is colored with beets or beta carotene. Healthy, that's the nasty stuff here. If you see the ingredient in your cereal, BHT, put it back. It's also in healthy looking cereals like this. It's a petroleum-based preservative linked to many, many health issues, and more importantly, banned in almost every other country except here. It's hard to find it, but brominated vegetable oil is to be avoided at all costs. It used to be popular in sports drinks. They put it as the horrible emulsifier that prevents the color from separating from the drink, and it competes with iodine in your body along with a bunch of other things. If you ever see it, we're eating foods banned in
That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. That's just fucking nuts. This is just out of control. Out of control. All this is just fucking out of control. Look, I'm gonna leave it at this. If your president that you're going to vote for isn't promising and committing in writing that from now on this country is going to focus and provide this government the cleanest, most purest water, the cleanest, most purest foods, and at whatever expense possible. If they don't fucking say that or get close to that, you don't want anything to do with them. I think Trump kind of put that out there the other day, right? I think he did put that out there just the other day. He's very concerned about this FDA, the CDC, the USDA, and all these, which I am too. We all should. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. They're poisoning us. Yeah, it's very obvious. It's fucking so obvious. Anyway, listen. If you see or hear this, share it. Go to my YouTubes when they're working, and like and subscribe. Mainly, just share the information. My goal, like I said, is just I want people to to have a country that actually has their best interests at heart, which this one doesn't, and it needs to be. Aloha. Thank you for being here.